G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys know me, I've been hyping up 2022 as the year for Fortnite and the year for competitive, and it's getting even better. We now have the head of competitive at Epic Games looking for staff resulting purely around tournaments and in-game and LAN event tournaments run by third parties. This is pretty much all the confirmation you need that LAN events are coming back, and they're coming back soon. Also, Epic Games just hired an entire gaming development company, an entire company of developers to now work under Epic Games, revolving around and creating in-game events and concerts in the future. This is massive. All right, let's talk about this tweet from Lumen, because this has me so excited. If you guys don't know who Lumen is, he's the operations manager for competitive Fortnite. So basically, when it comes to comp Fortnite at Epic, he's at the very top. He made a tweet looking for someone who is going to be responsible for supporting Fortnite tournaments in 2022. And it has a whole bunch of things that would make you a good candidate, but then it has more deets and there's a link. Now, if you go to the link, it says specifically what this role is going to be responsible for, and it has me so excited. So it says, this person will support everyday operations, creation, and maintenance of Epic Games hosted tournaments for Fortnite, ensuring top to bottom quality control for each tournament, from conception to prize management, work occasional off hours, weekends, and evenings. Tournaments are on the weekend. I like they're getting someone who will actually be able to work weekends and off hours to make sure the tournaments run, coordinate Epic Games participation in third-party events. LAN events are coming back, assisting with the approval process of sanctioned tournament organizers and partners, and following up on execution. This is so exciting. I already said that Epic was ramping things up in 2022. We are seeing them do stuff across the board. I'm going to talk later in the video about how they're hiring entire development companies to work on their events. And now we have Epic Competitive also hiring multiple staff members, because we had another tweet from another person who works at Epic that I talked about in a recent video, also hiring for the competitive team at Epic. This is so incredibly exciting. And a lot of people in the community obviously know Lumen and follow him. So you had a whole bunch of people getting tagged, a whole bunch of people suggesting themselves. Bizzle even threw his hat in the ring. I want to talk about this role really quickly, because I think that while having someone who has competed at the level of Bizzle at a very, very high level would be awesome to have some insights, I don't know whether they fit this role perfectly, because I feel like people who have been very, very close to the top of competitive Fortnite, still have a lot of friends in competitive Fortnite, probably would cater things a little bit too heavily to the tier 1 pros. And I know competitive Fortnite should be catering to pros. You want to make them happy. As long as they're playing the game survives. If the pros stop playing, Fortnite competitive dies. I get that, but it's also about fostering new and upcoming talent that'll keep Fortnite going for a longer time. Because I feel like if someone who like Bizzle got the role, who was maybe catering and looking at things from a tier 1 perspective, as cool as that insight would be, I feel like it would probably make a lot of decisions that would then hinder the growth and stability of competitive, and instead would kind of channel it into that pure esports role. Pros obviously want Fortnite to be more and more of a proper esport. They want it to be like an esport like Counter-Strike or League of Legends, because they're two of the healthiest and strongest esports, and they really take care of and cater to pros. And I get that, but Fortnite will never be that. Fortnite, if it tried to go down that route, would have already died, in my opinion. The reason Fortnite grows is because it's not a conventional esport. I've talked about this before. It is open to anyone. Anyone can show up on the day and play. It's a little bit crazy. It's a little bit fun, and that's why it is what it is. So as much as I'd love to see someone like Bizzle get that role, or maybe some of the other people in the scene, I'm thinking of people like Coach Boob, Chocoladen, Reese Hub, people who've been around for a long time and really understand the game on a deeper level. They'd have to be able to cater things towards, catering to the big pros and the top tier pros and that level of competitive, but also making sure it's still inclusive and good for the upcoming pros, and even just fun tournaments. These could be skin tournaments, these could be Winter Royale tournaments. It doesn't always just have to be FNCS and Grand Royale, but either way, like I've been saying, 2022 is the year for Fortnite and competitive. Epic is putting in so much effort right now. Alright, so why am I so excited for the future of in-game Fortnite events, and more specifically the concerts? It turns out Epic just purchased Harmonix. If you guys don't know what Harmonix is, they were an independent game studio that was most known for creating the titles of Rock Band and Dance Central. So they have made entire video games, very successful video games around music and gaming. Well, this entire developing company is now being purchased by Epic and will be working directly under Epic. They say the Harmonix team will collaborate closely with Epic to develop musical journeys and gameplay for Fortnite, while continuing to support existing titles including Rock Band 4. This could be absolutely massive. I almost guarantee this will be massive. If you guys like the existing events, I mean, think of the Marshmello event, Ariana Grande, the Travis Scott event was absolutely massive. Obviously, Epic's trying to distance themselves with Travis Scott recently, but you have to admit, despite everything that happened recently, when the Travis Scott event happened in Fortnite, it was insane and it was one of the most popular. These events have a huge impact on the game, and Epic puts a lot of effort into them. Clearly, they generate a lot of money. You can just tell by the sheer amount of effort Epic goes into. Remember, the Travis Scott event required us to change the entire engine that runs the game of Fortnite so we could do certain things like the Travis Scott event. On the old engine, the Travis Scott event would not have been possible. I don't know the inner workings of this. If one of you guys is a software engineer or something like that and you understand, you can let us know in the comments, but basically my understanding of it was we had to upgrade the engine of Fortnite or switch to a new one to be able to make something that was as big as the Travis Scott event, where you could just see it from miles and miles away. It could change the map simultaneously. It could go from a game, like being in a game of Fortnite playing, remember you have to go to Sweaty Sands, to then transporting you into the event where you're flying around, there's space, a bunch of other cool stuff, and then putting you back into the game. Those were all things that were impossible on the old engine before we updated, as far as I'm aware, or they were not going to be as fluid and as clean as what they were. So these concerts are clearly a huge important point for Epic. They're literally changing the way the game runs to make these concerts work. I know a lot of people seem to get on the side that I hate the concerts because I was a little bit negative towards the Ariana Grande concert, but I want to remind people and make it clear the reason why I was upset about the Ariana Grande concert was because of how insane it was and how much effort Epic put into it, and how it looked like they were putting more effort into that concert than the actual game. I went into a concert that had all these crazy worlds and biomes and everything looked ridiculous. You went through a whole bunch of different maps, essentially, like they were entire maps just for an event. And then I looked back at Fortnite and we had seasons upon seasons, months upon months, maybe a year with next to no map changes. And I'm like, why is this all going into a concert and event but not into the game? However, if Epic's able to actually give good game updates, good map updates, good, new weapons into the game, as long as they keep the development up of the actual game and then have these huge concerts on, I'm totally for that. I think that's amazing. Like, some of these concerts have been the highlights of my Fortnite. If I think back, like the Marshmello event was like the first one. It was really cool. It brought everyone together. All the creators were playing. There's a whole bunch of videos. I mean, Travis Scott event, it did kind of drag on a little bit where it kept starting every few hours and you had to play it. You couldn't keep playing the game, but the first few times I did it, it was incredible. They did such a good job of it and everyone really enjoyed it. Same with the Ariana Grande concert. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was fun. I'm not even that big of a fan of Ariana Grande. I was still excited and I still really enjoyed the concert. And not only that, they make a lot of money for Fortnite. They bring in so many new players. So many people buy the skins. A lot of people stick around to keep playing the game because they try it out because of the skins. Like, it is really healthy and really good for the game. And Epic putting this much effort into the point of buying an entire development company for this, I'm expecting some really big concerts in the future. I think we're potentially already going to see our first major concert around the corner. I don't know whether Harmonix would have had a hand in this one or whether these developers were on board quick enough to work on these concerts, because based on the ones we've already seen, they take a lot of time and a lot of effort. That Ariana Grande concert would have taken so long. But remember how Hypex leaks the fact that we were going to get a Lady Gaga concert in December, where he said Epic Games were planning to collab with Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande for a Party Royale event last year, but it didn't happen yet. Now, we have J Balvin, Ariana Grande. Both of those have already happened. This was leaked in the Apple vs. Epic lawsuit, where Epic actually had to, give out a bunch of files and a bunch of plans that they had for the future of Fortnite in the lawsuit. So we know this is on very good authority. And what is the one concert there that is missing so far? Lady Gaga. Maybe it won't happen in December because the Ariana Grande concert timing was wrong. Maybe it's going to happen early next year. Maybe it's been delayed and Harmonix is being brought in to work on this, but clearly Epic is still doing massive music collabs. I mean, I would really rather it be people that I think a Fortnite audience are closer to. I know Ariana Grande was cool because it brought a lot of people from the mainstream into Fortnite to try it out who like Ariana Grande, who maybe don't play Fortnite, but I wish the crossover was a bit better. Like Travis Scott, appeals a lot more to a younger audience of people who would play Fortnite. So when the concert came out, I feel like it was a bit more impactful because people knew the songs and liked the songs. And then they had obviously the casuals who don't know about Fortnite, who only like Travis Scott, came to watch the event and play the game. It had that double effect. I don't think Lady Gaga would be the best celebrity to put in Fortnite, but hey, it's huge. I also want to note this isn't exclusively just concerts. I mean, they also talked about in-game events and actual changes. So this just links back into what I've been saying in a lot of my videos right now. Epic is ramping things up. Like Fortnite 2022 is going to go crazy. We have Epic hiring independent map makers. We have competitive going back to having LAN events. We have this whole blog post about everything that's happening. We have all this effort going into competitive. We now also have Lumen, the head of competitive, making a tweet looking for someone to work at Epic Games specifically regarding tournaments. And now we have Epic hiring an entire development company that specializes in musical events just to make events in game. Fortnite is going crazy. Like 2022 Fortnite is going to be a different beast. This last year has been absolutely nothing. We have seen like baby steps towards what I think the level of development we are going to get in the future of Fortnite. Like this is a very, very exciting time for the game going forward. Epic is clearly making huge strides and putting a lot of money and time and investing in the game again. Epic's been making a lot of money and they are clearly investing that back into Fortnite. I mean, maybe all that collabs money, they were just building up until they could finally get their hands on staff to start actually utilizing that income to improve Fortnite. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please chuck a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.